They are Russians, but they fight against Russia. Fighters of the Russian Volunteer Corps, together with Ukraine's defense forces, carry out the most difficult assault missions on the front line. Having just returned from combat, they shared why they sided with Ukraine and what it's like to capture their former compatriots, and what freedom means to them. More details in the report by our colleagues from Army TV.
You may begin.
How did you take it? Copy, copy.
Where the front rumbles and machine guns are firing, that's where the RVC assault troops operate. They are citizens of Russia who fight for Ukraine. After returning from the front line, the guys talk about their latest battles.
It was the day of my rotation. I was heading back to the sector. It was the second half of the day. And when I arrived at our assembly point, we received an order to clear out a location where the enemy's sabotage and reconnaissance group was concentrated.
The enemy acted as usual, sending penal troops into a meat assault. For them, it was a reconnaissance in force. For us, it was a chance to destroy the group before the main forces arrived.
Their tactics involve not moving through the tree lines, but instead entrenching themselves at positions. They simply run across the fields at night in thermal ponchos and entrench themselves at random spots.
During one of the battles, a soldier with the call sign Eenie was hit by a bullet right in the helmet. He survived by a miracle.
I got hit in the helmet at the end. A bullet hit me right in the helmet.
That's what I thought. So, I got hit. That's what I thought. It was green, you see? Right on, yeah, congratulations.
For these guys, risk is a routine thing, but even in war, there's no shortage of odd situations.
There were some truly bizarre and unusual incidents with the prisoners. The enemy didn't realize that this position had already been held by our forces for 3 weeks. And they kept sending groups of 2 or 3 there.
That's how dozens of Russians ended up captured simply because their own propaganda deceived them.
Come on, please, hands above your head right now. They're told, well, you're prisoners now, guys, drop your weapons. And that's it, they have no choice but to surrender their weapons.
At first, it wasn't easy for the RDK fighters to take their former compatriots prisoner, but each of them, having chosen Ukraine, made a conscious decision. From
the moment such a phenomenon as the Russian Volunteer Corps appeared, I knew I would go there.
I was born and lived for some time in Russia, but I spent most of my conscious life in Odessa. I always saw the difference in mentality between Russians and Ukrainians.
Freedom. That is the word they repeat most often. And it is for this that they fight side by side with Ukrainians.
The Ukrainian people are very freedom-loving, and that's what makes them wonderful. And this is reflected in this war. Some fight for 800,000 to pay off their loans, while others fight for their home. And we are helping with that.
Russians who have taken Ukraine's side, their choices prove that even in the Dark Empire, there are those who see the truth and are ready to fight for it. Yuri Lozenko, Vitaly Bakumenko, Army TV for We Are Ukraine, Marathon United News.